Hi everyone, how are you today? Good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Oluwafunsho Omidiji. I am the digital media lead at Tech for Dev, and you are welcome to the Digital for All Challenge 2.0 AMA session. This is an opportunity for you to learn everything about the Digital for All Challenge, how you can participate, what the program is all about, the learning tracks that we have, how much money you can win, how you can become a millionaire in the next 1 year. I am excited and really happy to join you all. So, if you're joining us from any part of the country, I want you to drop into the comment section where you're joining us from. If you're joining from Lagos, Nigeria, if you're joining from anywhere in the world, I want you to comment in the comment section. As you can see, I am not here alone. I have my amazing colleagues who will take turns in introducing themselves to you all. So over to you, Abraham.
Hi, Funsho. I'm quite excited to be here. My name is Abraham Akpan, and I'm the Senior Programs Manager at Tech for Dev.
Okay, over to you, Godwin.
Hi, for sure. My name is Godwin. I'm the technology support lead over at Tech for Dev. So I manage all technology activities over in Tech for Dev. Thank you. Back to you, Funshaw.
Amazing. Guys, I am super excited. I can see a lot of people saying they're from Lagos, Nigeria. I can see somebody from Ibadan. I can see, please, you're not dropping your location. We're not going to start. I'm seeing from Edo State as well. A lot more people. I want to see a lot more people from the northern part of the country. I want to see a lot more people from the eastern part of the country because this particular program is for you. And as a Nigerian, you know how the economy is right now. I don't know what other program will provide you learning for free and still give you an opportunity to earn millions of naira. No, 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 no. The total price is 150 million naira for different categories. And I can't wait for Abraham to speak about the programs to you also. You know how to benefit. So in the next 2 minutes, I want to see where you're from, then we'll start. Oh, I see that Ahmed is from Gombe. You're welcome. Esther is from Owerri. You're welcome. Elizabeth from Abuja. You're welcome. Ella from River State. You're welcome. Kingsley from Calabar. Please keep it coming. I'll just tell you how this session would go before we start. So I'm going to be putting in a link into the chat box where everyone will be able to drop in their questions. As much as possible, we will take questions from the chat box, but we really want you to click on the link so that you can have the opportunity to drop your question and I can just see it directly. So I'll just pick the link now and you will be able to see it run across the screen. So just type in that link and you can drop in your question. I will also try to see how I can drop it in the chat box so that you can have access to it. So just give me a minute. I'll do that shortly. But please, it is important that you put in your questions in that particular link. That's the link that would allow me see your questions and I'll be able to answer them for you. So I will drop the link in the comment section as well now. So you can just click directly on the link and I'm dropping it as many times as possible so you can immediately click on the link and drop your questions there. Just a minute, let me do that for our other platform as well. So you can click on the link and drop your questions. Okay, So, yes, we're going to start now. Abraham, I know that this is not the first time we are having the Digital for All challenge. A lot of people that follow our social media pages might know about the Digital for All challenge, like it's the biggest African digital skilling competition that you would ever put in for. So, my question is, how did this brain idea come to life? Why would an organization like Tech for Dev want to give out free training and even still make you a millionaire? Why? You guys are so generous.
Thanks so much, Funshaw, for that particular question, because I'm sure that quite a number of people would have that question in their mind, and it makes them like, okay, someone's teach, they want us to be able to assess digital skilling and also want to be able to incentivize us to actually learn. For us, right, we want to ensure that every African, and this is an audacious goal, we want everybody in Africa to be able to have access to data skilling. And we're actually starting with Nigeria, and we look forward to the program opening up to more African countries. And the reason why we had done this is that if you look at the statistics from when you have you look at for Udemy, Coursera, a lot of people will go on and sign up for this kind of the skilling program, and they would not complete it. And over the years, we have tried on using the gamified system to be able to do this, making learning fun. But we are actually now pushing this and saying, for a lot of people, there's a need for recognition, right? People want to be able to recognize and almost like an evidence for their hard work. And we actually now model that into this particular program where people can be incentivized for learning, right? Apart from the cash prize that'll be won at the end of the national finals, we've been able to ensure that the system from the get-go is incentivized. So we'll be running a bit of mini challenges here and there within the learning phase of the program where people can have access to win quite a lot of things. And for this particular program, we want to be able to reach 2 million Nigerians. So 2 million Nigerians will have access, irrespective of their socioeconomic background, to have access to data skilling, either at the basic level or at the intermediate level. So this is why we exist as an organization. We want to be able to improve the livelihood of Africans, and that's why myself, Funshaw, and Godwin, we come to the office every single day for Africans to be able to improve their life. So yes, so this is in a nutshell why we created this. We incentivizing you to learn, and we have been doing this for over the last 6 years, and we have been able to impact um, millions of people. So if you are listening to us today, we want you to be part of the success story of the Data for All Challenge.
Thank you so much, Abraham. I know that a lot of people are excited to hear why we decided to kickstart the Digital for All challenge, particularly for the 2.0 version. I mean, we've had the 1.0 version in 2021. We had like 17,394 youths in Nigeria equipped for that. We shared money across different categories, which is basic and intermediate. So, speaking about 2.0, what do you think is different from from the from the 1.0 versus the 2.0? What did we bring in that is totally different, and how
Okay.
is it bigger?
Okay. Thank you for mentioning that it's bigger right now in the 1.0 version of the program. For us, it was a pilot phase, right? Because for everything that we do as an organization, we like to be able to have what we call like a proof of concept to be able to ensure that if we're able to scale this particular program, it will be able to achieve what we wanted it to do. Now, what is different from the 1.0 version and the 2.0? Apart from the fact that the amount we want is bigger, this year we are giving out a cash prize of over 150. So the workout the bucket of what can be won is up to 150 million naira. And
Wow.
yes, yes, and but in terms of like the learning phase, because what we got, the feedback we got from a lot of people, oh, I want to be part of it. So the learning phase right now, we have increased it to 6 months. So in version in the 1.0, we had learning phase for 4 months for people to learn within 4 months. But this time, it's going to be inclusive of um, is going to be extended. It was extended to 6 months. And we've also now added a bit of other categories. We've added the K-12 category. We've also added the civil servants category for people to be able to win at this different cadre. We also have we have a funder to a different funder for this. We have the Foreign Commonwealth Office, Development Office, as a huge support for this particular program. And also for the age range, the last time we did between the ages of 16 to 45, but this time you have the age range being expanded to cover from 8 years to 45 years of age. So those are like a bit of differences between the first version and the one that we're.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if I heard you right, you said we have 150 million in cash and other consolation prizes across all categories.
Yes. So in combination, the opportunity you have opportunity to win, but across different cadres. So what I'll do now, because I'm sure people are like, oh, 150 million. I might be the one. Am I the one that was going to get all of the 150 million now? Just one person
It's good
to be
to
able to.
clarify.
Yes, okay. So let me give you a breakdown of the various. So you know that the learning, what we have done is that we have divided the program into two learning categories. So we have the basic, and we also have the intermediate level. So for the basic at the K-12, what we call the young learners, and maybe later in the conversation, I'll be able to clarify and give you more in depth about what we call like how young learners can be actually be part of this. Is that as a young learner, you have an opportunity to win as a first winner. The first prize is 10 million naira. And the second prize, as the first runner up, is going to win 7.5 million naira. And the third place winner is going to win 5 million naira. Now, the civil servants are not left out of this because I dare to say, I don't think there's any program across the board, even in Nigeria, that actually is advising civil servants to actually learn at this time. So civil servants have an opportunity. And for me, the civil service is a very amazing place, and we want to be able to encourage our civil servants who are championing data literacy and the work that they do. So they have an opportunity. The first prize winner will be able to win 10 million naira. The second prize winner will win 7.5 million naira. And the third place winner will win 5 million naira at the grand final. Then for the youth category, because I can see a lot of people, we have a lot of young persons on this call. If you're a young person, this is a time whereby you need to tell a person, in the last year, as we moved into the new year, one of the themes that we got from Twitter was no grief for anybody. You understand? This is an opportunity for you not to grieve for anybody. You want to win this money and you need to give it your best. So what do you stand to gain as a youth? The first prize at the intermediate level. Remember, I said there are two categories of learning. So we have the basic and intermediate. At the intermediate level of learning, you have 15 million naira for the first place.
Please, Abraham, the way you are calling all this money, it's
I
important that people digest this information well,
Yes,
right?
15
Because
million naira. And the second place winner is 12.5. I want you to keep listening, 12.5 million naira. And the third place winner will go home with 10 million naira. At the basic
wow,
level, we are not leaving anybody, when you say no grief for anybody, at the basic level, you can win 10 million naira as for the first prize winner. The second prize winner will go home with 7.5 million naira, and the third place winner will go home with 5 million naira. So you see what we're talking about? You have an opportunity to win and win and win and win. And so yes. And we also have other consolation prizes. So we have consolation prizes for even, for the teachers, for the MDA that is able to produce the winning civil servants. We have. So I don't know why you don't want to be part of this program. And I'm sure right now, I know before the end of the program, Funsha will tell you, invite your friends and your family to be able to be part of this particular initiative.
so I love how you've broken it down. Thank you very much, Abraham. Like you earlier mentioned, there are three categories that you can benefit from. If you are a young learner, that's if you are in primary or secondary school, you will be able to benefit from this. And guess what? You can win up to 10 million naira, like up to 10 million naira. The second runner up would go home with 7.5 million naira, and the third place would go home with 5 million naira. That's for young learners. K-12, that's if you're in primary or secondary school. Again, before I move on from that information, a lot of people would want to know, as a young learner, I'm in primary school, I'm in secondary school, I'm very passionate about technology. Can I just register on my own? Can my parents register for me, or do I have to go through my school? I want you to give us clarity on the participation for the young learners.
Okay, so for the young learners category, I'm going to explain this, and I want people to listen carefully because this is for this category is a bit different from the other two categories, right? At Tech for Dev, we are very big on institutional strengthening. We want to be able to ensure that we're not just only empowering our beneficiaries, but we're also making the different institutions that do the work uh, get better, right? So, and that's why in the K-12 category, as a young learner, you cannot just go on the site, the learning platform to register to learn. And that's why if you are a young learner and you're hearing this, or you have a younger brother, go and tell the teacher or the school that your younger brother or your younger sister they currently attend. Uh, Tell them to sign up on the platform. So the teacher is the one who will go on the platform, will sign up and take learning on the platform. Then will now onboard the student that they teach. And you see that the impact is not just only on the learners themselves, on the K-12 themselves, but also on the teachers. And this is an opportunity for teachers to be able to upskill themselves. So that's why you'll be able to see that the K-12 is a bit different from every other category. Is that the first the first point of call are the teachers themselves. So they go on the platform, they register their school, and they start learning themselves. And once they complete their learning phase, they move on to cascading the knowledge that they have actually learned to the student that they actually teach.
So I get you, but the question is, when a school administrator or an educator, in this case, decides to register their student or their school, so they learn and then they onboard. Onboard means they go ahead to teach the students this particular curriculum or learning that they've had. Okay, so my question is, who then gets to compete in the category in this competition? Is it the teachers that are being put into the competitions, or is the students who have learned from the teachers that will then compete?
It is the students who learn from the teachers. Remember what I said at the beginning is that we are very big on institutional strengthening, right? We could have designed this particular category for just only the learners directly, but we want to be able to impact not just only the learners themselves, but also empower the teachers to be able to. Uh, it's more like what we call sustainable growth. So even beyond the learning phase, these teachers will still go on and keep doing what they have actually learned. I know there's a word that says if you want to teach him, it's almost like you're giving, instead of giving a man a fish, you are teaching a man how to be able to fish in itself, right? So the teachers will go on board and they learn, but it's the students who the teachers are able to cascade this learning that actually participates in the challenge phase of the competition.
Thank you very much, Abraham. I know we are still going to emphasize more um, on the on the stages of the competition and the challenge in its entirety. But I wanted to ask, even right now, because we're still speaking to the young learners part of the program. So at what point do people start learning? Because I am aware that learning started on the 5th of February this month. How long does learning take? And at what stage do people go into the competition stage so they can be aware and prepared for the entire program? So just run us through the phases in which people will go through in this particular program.
Okay, so there are three, what you call the three phases of the program, or some people can call it stages. The first stage is the learning phase. The second stage is the challenge phase, and we also have the post-challenge phase. So those are like three stages of the program. Now, in the learning phase, we have actually given people 6 months to actually learn. And let me clarify this, because when people hear 6 months, they feel, oh, I can start today and complete my learning in 6 months. Actually, we're saying that because it's self-paced learning, you can actually start today. And actually, for the basic program, you can complete your learning between 3 to 4 days. Gives you an opportunity to be able to, the skill you have learned the skill. You're not waiting till the end of the program. So you're learning the skill, and you're able to see how you can be able to impute it in the work that you do daily, right? So you can start, and within a couple of days, the curriculum is quite exciting. Within a couple of days, I think between 2 to 3 days, depending. Some people that we've gotten to, have sent us messages that completed their learning in 2 days. So you have an opportunity to sign up. Actually, at the basic level, you sign up today. Within 2 to 3 days, you can actually complete it. So once we complete the learning phase of the program, which we going to run for 6 months, that is from February to July. From July to August, we're now going to be launching the challenge phase of the competition, right? So everyone who has passed they have passed the learning phase will move automatically move to the next phase of the competition, right? So we'll start with the state final. So everyone within a state will compete against themselves to be able to agree in the different categories to be able to move to the next stage of the process, which is the regional finals. So once we do the regional finals, people will now have the opportunity. So we will now have states in a certain region will now begin to compete to move into the next, which is called the national final. So those prizes that we have actually mentioned at the start of this session gives people. So that's where you'll be able to win that particular prize. So you're not winning it at the state finals. You're not winning it at the regional finals. You are winning it at the national final. So your goal is to learn and ensure that you get into the national finals for you to be able to win the prizes that we have actually mentioned.
Thank you very much, Abraham. That was very insightful. A lot of people are asking how can they sign up. You just go to the website digitalforall.techfordev.com and you're able to sign up. If you don't know that offhand, I'm already showing that across the screen. So you will be seeing the link in which you can use to sign up. Another way you can sign up is to follow us across all our social media platforms. On Instagram at Tech for Dev, Twitter at Tech for Dev HQ, Facebook at Tech for Dev, LinkedIn at Tech for Dev. So you can just click on the link in our bio and you would be able to sign up. Let me just reiterate what Abraham said. So there are three stages in this Digital for All challenge. One is the learning phase, which would happen for 6 months. Learning phase has already started. So if you want to sign up and start learning, you start learning from now. You have a period of 6 months between February and July to be able to learn. However, you don't need to wait till July to start learning. You don't need to wait till next month to start learning. You can start now because some of these different categories are things you can learn fast and you're done. It's very much self-paced and you can just do it within a day, 2 days, and I mean you've moved on and you're certified, and then you qualify to participate in the competition. So after 6 months, which is from February to July, you have a competition stage, the competition stage, which is for 2 months, August to September, and after this, you then have the post challenge, which is 4 months between October to January. So again, like we said, there are three categories to learn from. We have the young learners category, we have the civil servants category, and we have the youth category. For the youth category, we said it's broken down into two. There's a basic part of it. So if you know that you have rudimentary knowledge or you just want to kickstart your tech journey, start with the basic. If you know that you already have a learning track, you're already absorbed into the tech community, maybe you are okay. No, now let's talk about the available courses that we have, Abraham. What are the available courses that people can take in the intermediate level?
So right now the general plan is to be able to have 6 courses. on the learning management system. But right now we have four courses that have been actually being that people have started learning from. So we have the product design, we have data marketing, we have product management, and we have software development currently on the. So people have actually started learning. So those are like once we have more courses uploaded, we'll be able to give you more information about that. But in general, we'll have six learning um, courses uploaded on this learning management system for you to actually start learning. But right now, we only have four. The two other ones will come up within subsequent weeks.
Thank you very much, Abraham. So let's go into the nitty gritty of the entire program because I know a lot of people have been signing up, they've been learning, they have complaints, and that is where Godwin comes in. Godwin is going to be taking us through the platform and telling us about maybe some of the challenges you've been going through. So I'm going to be asking some questions that a lot of people have been sending to our DMs regarding the program. So Godwin, a lot of people are saying that how can they sign up? So tell us through the technical part, how can they sign up? So if are they supposed to click a link, and when they click the link, what happens after? So just give us like little details, and then I will ask direct questions that people have been posing to us.
Okay, hi, Funsha. Thank you so much. I know we have a lot of complaints, a lot of concerns. Our mailbox is filled up already. It's filled. So it's quite easy and straightforward, right? So for you to sign up or for you to register, you need to go to datafor.techfordev.com. So once you sign up on the website, you would see the login and you would see the sign up button by the top right corner on the screen. So once you click on sign up, you would be redirected to a different link or a different page where you're going to need to fill in some details like your first name, your middle name, your last name, your phone number, your email address. Please note, once you fill in, you need to get we need your right details. Once you fill in those details, you would you get four different pages. Once you fill in your details, that's when you fill in your learning track, fill in everything. So once you're done, you click on submit. Please note, once you click on submit, you would get an automated email in the email address you provided. Yeah, you might not get it in your inbox for some reasons due to the mail provider policies. When you get the email, you might get it in your junk folder. Please make sure you check your junk folder, your inbox, or your spam folder. So once you get the automated email from us, there's a link embedded in the email. So once you click on the link, you'd be redirected to a different page where you need to change your password. So once you change your password successfully, then you'll be redirected from that page to the LMS, that's the learning management system. All of this should not take a maximum of, let's say, 2 minutes or 3 minutes max. You go to the main page, you go to the main website where you sign up. So once you sign up, you change your password. It's just a three-way thing. You sign up, you change your password, then you start learning. I know I've had a lot of complaints. I can see one right now by Solomon said, I can't access the lecture since the beginning. I'm getting a blank screen. Yeah, it's a known issue, right? Fine. But for now, I would like to ask, I wish I could bring Solomon on board. I'd like to ask, when was the last time you actually accessed the LMS? Because all issues have been fixed as at now. All issues have been fixed as at now. So I would advise that Solomon, I would advise, and other people are still having the same issue. I would advise sign up again. Don't sign up. Just log in. Once you log in, you should be able to see your dashboard and also continue learning. So that's just a brief flow or process from
Thank
my
you
own end.
so much, Godwin. We are going to try as much as possible to answer the questions that are being posed to us, especially for those that have started learning. I know there are a number of people that are hearing about the Digital for All Challenge for the very first time. Like I said earlier, this is the Africa's largest digital skilling competition that you would ever come across. We are not just giving you learning for free, but we are also giving you an opportunity to become a millionaire. I mean, we're not talking about 1 million naira here. The least money you can get from a particular category, which let's speak to the youth, is 15 million naira. The least that you can get, I think, is about 5 million naira. I don't know what you did to deserve this, but just be thanking Tech for Dev, thank FCDO, for for the amazing opportunity to empower you and to also contribute to your tech journey. We love to be part of your success story, and at some point, of course, we would be asking you for your testimonial. We want to hear the beautiful journey and how this program must have helped you. So let me just try to bring up some of the questions that we've been getting, and then we can speak to them. Somebody asked, what will the challenge be like and what are the criteria for winning? I know that we've spoken to this, but Abraham, can you please enunciate on the criteria for winning again so that people who are just joining us and people who do not know about it would know? So, after I have completed the learning stage, how do I participate in the competition stage? What are the criteria for winning?
Okay, thanks so much, Funsho. And I think that that question is very important because it shows that the person was actually just listening to what we are saying. So, it helps us to be able to know that people are following us. So how can you be part of the challenge phase? Remember that I said that you have to complete the learning phase first. So once you complete your learning, you've gotten your certificate, you've passed the you passed the final assessment to be actually get certified. So once you do that, automatically you're going to move on to the next phase, which is we're going to be having the state finals. So for the state finals, we're going to send out. It's going to be yes, it's going to be like a competition in itself. So people will come into the what we call an exam room. So you're going to take another level of testing. So once you take, so you're competing against people within your state. So I know currently Lagos has 20 local governments. So if you're in Lagos, you're competing against everybody within your state and within your category. Now, mind you, you have to be within the specified age to compete at this stage. So I know some people might think that they want to wiggle their way around it. You cannot, if you K-12, what the K-12 say, so you have to be within the age category for the K-12. So you cannot be in, say, university on your last maybe your final year in university and you went to go and sign up to the K-12. I don't even know how that will be possible. But let's just say, for example, that even happens, you are automatically going to be disqualified. So first of all, is you have to pass the assessment. Once you pass the assessment, you move on to the category. You move on to the next phase, which is like the challenge phase. Then you can now we have the state finals. Once we have the state finals and we have the winners from the state finals, we move on to the regional finals. So regional finals, you're going to be competing against people within your category within the region. So you got people in, say, Oyo State, Lagos State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, who are going to compete within a certain region. So from that, we're going to have the regional finals. It's only the regional finals that will be invited for the national finals, for them to be able to have the opportunity to win the prizes that myself and Funsho had mentioned at different parts of this info session.
Thank you very much, Abraham. I think it's important that also emphasize on the fact that this program is strictly for Nigerians. Am I correct? And
Yes,
it's for Nigerians residents in
living
Nigeria
in
as
Nigeria.
well.
Yes.
So if you are somewhere in USA and you're in Nigeria and you can't participate, is that it, Abraham?
Yes, it's for Nigerians living in Nigeria. So you
Okay.
have to be a Nigerian. And one thing, a good thing about it is the fact that, remember that I said that as an organization, we have footprints in 24 African countries, right? Within the next couple of years, we're going to be expanding to more African countries. So don't worry if you're in Ghana, if you're in Sierra Leone, if you are in Cameroon, it's to cheer on your Nigerian friends and get your friends in Nigeria to be part of it. And we'll let you know when we are coming into your country.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think it's also important to mention that if you would qualify for the competition stage, you must finish the modules in your category. You must finish and pass the modules in your category. It's not enough to start learning. You don't automatically qualify for the competition stage. Again, if you don't finish your learning between the specified period, which is February to July, I believe, you would not be able to participate in the competition. That is why we are reiterating it that you have to learn within these windows. So if you learn within these windows and you're able to pass your modules, then you're sure that you automatically qualify for the competition. But if you do not do this, unfortunately, you will not be qualifying. It's a win-win situation if you look at it, because if you don't qualify for the competition, you've gone away with a skill that we cannot take back from you and can also enable you to get a job depending on the category. Do you understand? We are giving you learning for free and still giving you the opportunity to compete. But you can benefit from both ends. But if you choose not to benefit and become a millionaire in this economy, then now you savio. So let me
Yeah.
ask more questions that people are posing to us. A lot of people want to know if there is a community that would exist where you would put learners. Are we talking Discord? Are we talking Telegram? Where would learners be housed, or is it across all categories that you would have a community, or is it specific to certain categories of people? So that is what some people are asking.
Okay, and thank you so much for asking that question. Yes, we one of the things that we are very big on, and for those people who have gone through our program at Tech for Dev, is that we're very big on community and how you can be able to get strength and support from your community. So within the next few weeks, we're going to be launching the various community for to be able to enable. So if you have certain questions, you know, to be able to get clarification, so you technically don't even need to wait for an info session or an AMA session like this for you to ask your questions. So yes, within a couple of weeks, but that particular community is going to be more functioning through our support deck. So that's something that we've started a portion of it, which is through our emailing system. But because the program is get towards reaching out to 2 million Nigerians, so um, sorry, 1 million Nigerians, it's going to be very important that we expand what our support decks will look like, and that will be unlocking different components of the support decks within the next few weeks. So right now, you can get to us, you can ask a question through emailing, but we'll also be activating our Telegram channel within the next coming week. Then we're also going to be having a bit of maybe using our like a WhatsApp channel for people to ask questions and the likes for those things. And once we have that on board, you definitely, if you're following us on social media platform, you'll get to be informed and you can quickly join the community to be able to learn along with your peers.
Thank you very much, Abraham. So another question that someone asked, and I think is very interesting to note, is the person was asking. So, for example, if I'm in the intermediate level and I am in the learning track for data analysis, when I want to participate in the competition, for example, what field will I be competing with? Will I be competing with people at state level, or would I be competing with people in my learning track in the same state, or will I be competing with people in my learning track but across all the across all the states? So I want you to just give a little bit of clarity, specifically to learning tracks and how the competition would go for them.
Okay, so the state level, so you're going to compete in is as you go up, the program become more how do I call it, centralized. So at the national level, you're not just competing on just only the skills that you're actually going to be learning, because the program is more it's digital skills Nigeria, right? So sorry, digital for all challenge. It's going to be more encompassing beyond what you've actually learned in your learning track, right? It's not going to be out there. It's not like you're not going to be I'm going to be asking you a question or maybe actual intelligence and the likes, but it's going to be from pulling questions from the learning track that you have learned, and also pulling general questions from, because we believe that for you to have even gotten to that particular stage, you have basic knowledge, right? So it's going to be pulling questions from things that you can information that you have actually have interacted with at different points in your learning journey. So, but at the first stage, it's going to be track specific, but as you go higher, it's going to now be able to expand. So you need to be able to read more and gain more information. So you don't need to go and start learning software development or go and learning another person's track, but we'll have questions that are relatable to all of the tracks, and that's how the challenge phase will be actually be designed.
Okay, thank you very much for that clarity. Somebody is asking, is the challenge going to be virtual? Yes, all the learnings are virtual. But Abraham, can you clarify the civil servant category and how that would be deployed?
Okay, so the civil servant category, just like every other category we're talking about, is your learning is also self-paced. Virtual, you can go online now, sign up, and you can actually start learning. So there's no physical classes for civil servant at this time, though. So you have to learn through the learning management system that we actually deployed for the project.
So a lot of people are asking questions when they have not even started learning. I can perceive that because we're talking about millions, a lot of you are excited about the competition stage. But it's important that you sign up first and start learning. As time goes on, like we still have until August for the competition phase to start. But I understand that you want to be very prepared for the competition. And that's why it's important that you follow us across all our social media platforms so that you will be kept abreast with all information per time. We always share information on our social media pages. Again, follow us at Tech for Dev on Instagram, follow us at Tech for Dev HQ on Twitter, on LinkedIn at Tech for Dev, Facebook as well. So Threads, YouTube, follow us across all our platform because you will be getting the up-to-date information about all of these categories. Somebody is asking how long is the learning phase for. Like we mentioned earlier, the learning phase is for 6 months, February to July. How is the program going? Because I don't understand. Where do I start from? The Digital for All Challenge is the biggest and is Africa's biggest digital skilling program. There are three categories, right? There's the young learners category, which is focused mainly for primary school and secondary school students. In this category, only teachers, school administrators, educators can sign up their school or their teachers for the learning phase. So the teacher learns, and after learning, they then teach. It's like train the trainer system. They then teach the students the things they've learned, and then the students will participate in the competition. So that's for the young learners. We also have the youth category. Under the youth category, you can learn there's the basic digital learning and there's the intermediate learning. So you can participate in any of those. So if you feel like you're just kickstarting your tech career and you are just about to break into the industry, start with the basic. If you feel like you already have the rudimentary knowledge and you want to upskill, you continue with the intermediate category as well. And then there's a civil servant category, which is something your teachers, I mean, which is something your uncles, your aunties, your daddies, your mommies can participate from. So ideally, a full family or a whole family can basically participate in our program. So if you have your younger sister in secondary school or primary school, she can participate. If you have your brother who is just graduating the university or who is currently working, they can participate in the youth category. If you have daddy and mommy who are civil servants, they can also participate and learn. Like your entire community can actually participate and they can even win the money. So it can be within your family that you will become millionaire. Let the millionaire spirit start with you people. Let me ask another question. Somebody said I registered and I did my assessment. This question will go to Godwin. I registered and I did my assessment. After that, I proceeded to my dashboard, only for the dashboard to display blank. Anytime I log in my account, it's always black. What can I do?
Hi, Funsho. Okay,
Hi,
I
Godwin.
think I made. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so as regards the blank dashboard, I clarified as regards the issue couple of minutes ago. Yeah, it was a known issue, right? So for those users experiencing the issue of blank dashboard or unable to take the assessment again, all those issues have been fixed. But if you feel you still have one concern or the other, just send an email to Data for at Tech for Dev. They will definitely respond to you. But I'm very sure as of now, all issues have been fixed. Dashboard, you're able to take your assessment. So you just need to sign out and sign back in now. Then you should be able to take your learning or even your assessment.
Thank you very much, Godwin, for that answer. So we know that there was a time when the blank issue was happening. However, we have fixed it. If you're still experiencing that same issue, send a mail to digitalforallsupport@techfordev.com. If you check the screen right now, it's there. I intentionally pinned it so that you can send us a mail. So let me go to the next question. I sent an email to the organization about how I have been unable to complete my registration. My mail was not responded to. Please help me out. So, Godwin, can you speak generally to what could be the situation or the issue if somebody has completed registration but they did not get a mail? What can they do?
Okay, so once you sign up and you're unable to get, or you notice you didn't get an email within 0 to 24 hours, as earlier mentioned, you checked your spam, you checked your inbox, you checked your junk folder, and you're still unable to get the email. So one thing is you need to confirm the email address you registered with. Maybe in the course of or in the process of trying to register, maybe for example, your email address is xyz at yahoo.com and mistakenly you typed xyz1@yahoo.com, definitely you won't get an email. You get an email to that email address which you don't have an access to. So that's one thing. You need to check from your end while signing up. You need to check from your end you actually imputed the right email address. Two is you need to make sure your email address you actually imputed, you have an access to it. Some persons have actually forgotten their Outlook email address. So you need to reach out to Microsoft to help you reset your password or something. That's two. Thirdly, is if you confirmed the email address you provided is 100% correct, and after 24 hours you still unable to receive the welcome email, that's the automated welcome email, just send an email to Data for Support at Tech for Them. Definitely we'll be able to assist you as regards that. Because once you sign up and you're unable to receive the automated email, there's no way you can proceed to learning. That's the simple truth. So once you sign up and within 0 to 24 hours you're unable to get your welcome email, you check your spam folder, you check your junk, check your spam, check your junk. And like for Gmails also, you need to check updates. There's a particular folder for updates section for the Gmail account for Gmail users. Once you check all of that and you're able to receive the email, just send an email to Jita for support at techfordev.com. We'll take it up from there.
Thank you very much, Godwin. Again, I know that a lot of people feel that they've sent us mails and we've not responded to it. Please, I'll tell you to bear with us. Like we said, we are reaching out to all Nigerians, and you can imagine the load of questions and inquiries we get on a daily basis. So it is important that if you don't get response to your mail within 24 to 48 hours, send a mail again, requesting what you are requested until your issue is being resolved. But we'll try our best as much as possible, all hands are on deck, to make sure that the process of the learning and signing up is as seamless as possible. Don't worry, we're here for you. You will be a millionaire this year. That is our goal. Yes. So somebody asked, after passing the first assessment
Sorry.
2 days ago. Godwin, are you with us?
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you short. So I just wanted to chip in. So once you send an
Okay.
email, I would just advise, right? Depends on the issue or the complaint, right? If it's, for example, just complain about dashboard initially, or let's say you have a different issue entirely, I would advise once you send your email as in form of text, if possible, you can also provide a screenshot also for faster resolution. Just trying to chip
Okay.
in that. So we don't want to send an emails, just get faster resolution and quick response. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much, Godwin. So Godwin is basically saying that it's important that you maybe take a screenshot of the error message or whatever you're going, or whatever the page is showing you, so that we can help you and serve you better. So like I said, Godwin, somebody asked, after passing the first assessment 2 days ago, I can't access the second test. What's the reason for this? Did I make an error?
Okay, Funsho. So for issues like that now, by default or by design, once you pass the first assessment, you should be able to access concurrent assessment. So I would advise, right? On normal, it should be an easy flow, it should be a seamless action. So while trying to access the second assessment according to the user, just take a screenshot and send to us. They will know what to do. Because by design, you're not meant to get any error. You're not meant to get any error when trying to access one assessment or the second assessment. So just take a screenshot of the error message you're getting. And one thing we notice is, for example, maybe you signed in with Google Chrome browser, and you notice you encounter one error or the other. Just try a different browser. Like maybe if you're using a Mac, you can try Safari. If you're using a Windows, you can try Microsoft Edge. It might be a browser issue or a cache credential issue also. So before using support, you might just need to try some minor troubleshooting. So once you've tried all possible means and it's not still working, then you can send an email to the email address that's for support.techfordem.com.
Okay,
So
thank you
for
very
this,
much, Godwin.
so for the user having
Oh,
the
okay, please go ahead.
for the user having the issue of not being able to continue second assessment, just take a screenshot and send to us, then we look at it from there.
Okay, thank you very much. So try all the possible means that you can try on your own end, and if you still continue to get error message and you can't resolve the problem, send us a mail to the support mail. I'm dropping it again. It's currently on the screen, really, so you can just send us a mail, but make sure that you include the screenshot of the problem. Somebody says, when will the challenge start? If you're asking about the entire zone, which is Digital for All Challenge, learning phase has started in February, as at February 5th. It will end in July. The competition stage starts in August and will run for 2 months. So if that's what you're asking, I believe that's the answer. Um, how is the kick out stage going to be during the challenge phase? I believe this is the competition phase. How to evaluate those that advance all the way to the finals. I think people are just basically asking for clarity around the competition phase. Abraham, if you're not exhausted, please can you go again over the what the competition stage will look like after learning, so that people who just joined will also get it.
Okay. Oh no, I'm not exhausted. I think that's why we're here.
Yes, so
Yes, we're going to be having sessions like this periodically to be able to provide level of clarity for people who are just starting their learning journey. But before, because I see a lot of people are interested in the challenge phase, right, of the whole program, right,
competition, yeah.
of
They
the
want to become
competition. They,
millionaires.
they want to become millionaire, right? But I think that we believe in community, right? So go under our post right now, 10 with your friends. Go and tag 10 with your friends. So there's something about winning and winning as a community. So it would be good, maybe three friends win the first prize, second prize, and third prize. If you want people to enjoy that, tag 10 of your friends under our post to start their learning journey. That's at least do something for someone else during this period. So tag 10 people. Funcha, is it possible to tag 10 people? I'm sure, because I don't have time to tag 10 people before. So go
Yeah.
ahead and tag. So if you right now, because I will have said I will wait until you finish tagging till I answer that question, because I see that a lot of people are really interested in the challenge phase of the competition. Yes, so tag people and keep tagging whenever it's our post. Tag your 10 friends today, tag another 10 friends tomorrow, tag another 10 friends the next day, so that and ensure tell them to sign up. Okay, so to be part of the competition phase is that you must have completed your learning on the platform. One, you must pass your final assessment. So not just learn. If you learn and you fail, you can pretty much start again. I think you're learning to only once the learning phase is completed, only people who pass their final assessment will move on to the next stage of the process, which is the state finals, right? So you're going to be competing at that level. So once we're done with the state finals, we're going to move on to the next, which is the regional finals. So at the regional finals, beneficiaries, as people like yourselves, across different states, will begin to compete with people within their own region. So once we have that, we now have the national finals. And trust me, there's always something about being where you come to, come to Abuja for. Oh, okay, I've let the cat out of the bag. Yes, the national finals will be happening in Abuja, so you'll be able to come there and compete with people from other regions in your category. So, remember, we have the youth category, we have the K-12 category, and we also have the civil servant category. So that's how the process would actually work.
Thank you very much, Abraham. To Godwin now, somebody is asking, I finished the basic literacy assessment. Then I was directed to LinkedIn to attend on generative AI. What is the next step? I don't have clarity on this question, but I'm hoping that Godwin might be able to interpret it because the person made some grammatical errors.
Okay, for sure. So I'm trying to read the question. I said, I finished the basic literacy and you attended the assessment. Okay, so I think you were redirected to LinkedIn to continue learning, right? Because some of the courses on the platform on the LMS, it's redirects to a different phase, that's a different platform. Take for example, some takes you to LinkedIn, and some takes you to YouTube where you need to watch some videos to continue your learning. So once you're done with the assessment and you're done with the learning, you don't need to do anything. You should see on your dashboard, you should be notified if you completed everything or not. So once you completed it, the thing is, the main goal is for you to make sure you've learned, you've done the assessment, and also if yeah, definitely need to pass the assessment before you can move to the next level, the next phase. So once you've done all of that, going over to LinkedIn or directly to LinkedIn is not an issue. It's actually fine, totally fine. So once you've done that, you've taken the basic literacy or maybe the start, yeah, basic course, taking everything. You've taken the necessary course and all of that. You've done the assessment. You'd be directed to LinkedIn to continue, right? So once you're done on LinkedIn, you need to come back. Once you come back to the LMS, that's your dashboard. You'll be notified if you completed the whole process or not.
Thank you very much. Somebody said I registered and I was invited. I did my first assessment. After that, I mistakenly clicked on basic instead of intermediate. Now I can't have access to data science. I registered for as use. What do I do? So I'm guessing this person is asking the question around I wanted to click on youth category, but I'm stuck in basic category. What can I do?
Okay, so I'm going to take that right from Chuck. So
Yes.
if by mistake you clicked on the long run learning track, so what would advise is you need to send us your email address. So we'll do a reset right from the back end as regards that. It's quite easy and straightforward because you can actually register for two learning tracks at the same time. So in situations like that, you'd just send your email address, you send your details.
Okay. So you've heard from Godwin. Send us an
And once you send it,
email, and we'll be able to resolve that for you from our own end. Somebody asked, how will I know that I have successfully completed all courses? Because I have finished the courses and earned a certificate, but it's still showing 96%.
so definitely, if you've completed everything, it's going to show 100%, right? So there's still some things that is still missing on your dashboard, which you're yet to complete. So that's why it's showing it 96%. So you need to check
Yeah, but
very
this
well.
person said she's been able to earn the certificate and it's still showing 96%. Should she be worried, or does it mean that it was just like an error
So
and
the
it's
thing,
been recorded that she's completed?
so the thing is, you need to confirm also if you've taken the assessment, right? Because definitely, before you could actually generate a certificate for yourself, you must have completed the courses on your dashboard. That's the thing. So you need to confirm if you've actually assessed, if you have actually completed the assessment, and if for a fact you've confirmed you've done all of that, just send us your email address. We'll check from the back end to confirm if you've actually completed or there's still something missing you need to attend to.
Okay, this is to Abraham. I have started my learning phase, but I want to know if the progress of the learning phase is being noted. And what if I finish my lessons? What's the next step? After the lesson, I believe you will write your assessment. If you write your assessment, then and you pass, then you automatically qualify for the competition. Abraham, you don't have to bother about this question. I think it's very much straightforward. Um, is a competition for everyone or for guys in Nigeria? Also, we mentioned earlier that the competition is for Nigerians resident in Nigeria. So if you are a Nigerian and you're resident in Nigeria, then this opportunity for is for you. If you are a Togolese in living in Nigeria, unfortunately, this particular program doesn't cover for you. We have other programs that cut across um, 22 African countries that you can benefit from, but this particular program is different. Um, what are the prizes to be won? Abraham, please can you go over the prizes again for those that are
Of
just
course,
joining
of course,
us?
of course. I'm sure once we mention the prizes, because that's what got a lot of people excited at the beginning of this session. So I'm going to go as excited as I can. And if we had a drum roll, I could hit something to signify how big this is. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned, what is up for grabs is a total bucket of 150 million naira. So across different
Ooh.
categories, well, okay. You wanted to do a drum roll. So across the different categories for the K-12 drum roll, the first prize winner will go home with 10 million naira. The second prize winner will go home with 7.5 million naira. And the third
Ooh.
prize winner will go home with 5 million naira. That is exciting. That is for the K-12 category. Remember, we have said it is not the teachers that are competing, but the students themselves that are competing. Then for the civil servant category, this is me giving my own mental drum roll. The first prize winner will be going home with 10 million naira. Then the second prize winner will be going home with 7.5 million naira. And the third
Wow.
place winner will be going home with, drum roll, 5 million naira. The last category, which is not the list, I'm just giving it this way because it has two learning category, is the youth category. At the intermediate level, the first prize winner will be going home with a huge sum of 15 million naira. Then the second place winner will be going home with 12.5 million naira. Then the third place winner will be going home with 10 million naira. That is for the intermediate level of learning. At the basic learning, the first place winner will be going home with 10 million naira. The second place winner will be going home with 7.5 million naira. And the third place winner will be going home with 5 million naira. Remember that I said no grief for anybody. Ensure
Thank you
that
so much,
you're part
Abraham.
of it.
I'm super excited, and I know that Nigerians are also excited. Um, Godwin, somebody is saying that I am in product design learning track. The tutor kept on mentioning a resource throughout the module, but I didn't see any resource. Can you help with that, please?
Okay, sorry, can you take that again, Funshaw?
I am in product design learning track. The tutor
Okay.
kept on mentioning a resource throughout the module, but I didn't see any resources. Can you help with that, please?
Okay, so the thing is, I'm going to need to check the folder design. I'm going to check the learning track you made. So, talking about resource, you need to clarify. Are you talking about a link or a file? Because it's actually a self-paced video, a self-paced learning. So, the lecturer or the tutor talking about a resource or something, we need to clarify if it's a link, maybe maybe it's probably tutor tells you to click on a link or something. I'm going to check that and revert. So I would suggest you also send an email on and also clarify on the resource you are actually talking about, so we would actually get a good and a better context as regards your complaint.
Okay, so I want us to wrap up in 10 minutes or 12 minutes. So by 4:15, we should be able to end this live session. Again, guys, follow us across all our social media platforms. If you have questions and if you have clarity, we would be able to help you. We would also give updates on all our social media platforms. This AMA session is going to happen frequently, so don't worry about missing out on any information. We are also going to work on how we can answer some of your regularly asked questions, and we'll make it available to you so you will be able to access it easily and you will not have any problem. Also, you can go through our FAQ on the website. Some of these questions that you are asking have been answered there. If you go through it and you see that the questions are not answered, of course, you know to escalate it to the right email address. I would also still publish the email address across board so that you can see it. Somebody is asking, I enrolled under the civil servants category, then cybersecurity option, but was enrolled into basic digital literacy course. Please, I need clarity.
Okay.
Godwin, do you understand that question?
No, I think I would take it because it's more it's not a technical issue,
Okay.
but a more programmatic. So this is the reason why you have access to only the basic um, digital literacy course is the fact that the civil servant category is only open to the basic learning. So civil servants will not be able to go to learn the intermediate level course. So the course is only open for you to take. Sorry, let me articulate that again. So as a civil servant, the only learning level that's open to you is the basic digital literacy.
Okay, thank you very much. I just saw a very funny comment. Somebody says, sir, just share the money among all trainees. Even if na laptop, give everybody. That money too big for one person. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. We have provided the opportunity for so many people to become millionaires as much as we want you to learn. So, even if you're not winning that money, you already have a skill that can help you make that money in a few years or in few months if you know what you're doing. Really, you can get a job after this training and you will be secured for life. You might be able to even japa through the tech pathway. So guys, it's a win-win regardless. We might not be able to share the money across all trainings, but every trainee has the opportunity and stand a chance to become a millionaire. So it's dependent on you at this point. Let me just see if I have few more questions before we go. Can I still take the intermediate courses if I have selected the basic level by mistake? I think we've spoken to this, but you can go again, Abraham.
No, I
Okay.
think I answered that.
Yeah,
I think I
Gordon
answered.
answered
Okay,
that. So
Godwin
Gordon,
answered
maybe
that.
Gordon,
So I, for
yes.
those who mistakenly selected the wrong learning track, be it by mistake or intentional, if still I feel you still need to change, just send an email, then we'll do a research from our end. So you want to be a research, definitely you get the prompt, so you can choose the right learning track you want to help for. And make sure you don't make another mistake also, please.
Mhm. So let me. I
Exactly.
think. Let me add to that the fact that because we will be saying a lot more around emails, and like Fonsho has also noted, we get an influx of a lot of emails. So you can imagine that the program is to reach out to 1 million people. So imagine the amount of emails that we receive daily. But in the coming weeks, we're going to be opening up more channels for support. So you're going to be able to chat with us and also join the Telegram community. So once that is up and running, where I'm going to put it out there so you can actually join, and then we have a technical support team that can be able to take up your challenges and help you find a resolution. So please look out for that once we put that out for you to take advantage of.
Okay. Somebody is asking about the competition stage, Abraham, and in terms of the content, is the competition an uh, is the competition solely focused on what you would learn, or there are other questions outside the content plan or the content curriculum that will spring up in the competition phase?
Okay, so the competition phase, once you get to the regional finals, you'll be competing. So it won't just be track specific at this point in time. Remember that even though your learning has been track specific and you've got an assessment for your track specific part of the what you use to qualify for the challenge. But once you get to the regional finals, from regional finals moving ahead, what you're going to be doing there is going to be all encompassing. And what I say, and let me clarify, when I said all encompassing, it means that we're going to be asking you questions from that are pulled from different components or different part of data skilling. So we don't have 10 million naira to give to a somebody who wins for sorry, for product design. We don't have it's not demarcated that way. It is for the intermediate level skilling alone, and so that's why we have actually designed it that way. So it's all encompassing once you get into the regional finals.
Okay, so but what about the state level when they are competing at the state level? Is this content cost specific,
Yeah, okay,
or
yes.
is it
So let
like?
me Yes, so from the state level, let me go to put that, but from the state level, so maybe you enter the challenge phase, because it's going to be before you even enter it's going to be catered. So that's not there's going to be a test that moves you to the state level itself. So everybody who has been able to come together and pass, there will just be a preliminary test that gets you into the to that state level final. So once that is done, we're going to start having tests that encompasses what you have actually learned. So it will not just be who designed the abacus, for example. When they say who came up with abacus, it's not a. I'm just giving a theoretical question. So someone will not go and say that this is already Expo that is giving us. So for who designed an abacus, is it cuts across every level of learning. So that's what that would essentially just give us.
All right, thank you very much. So somebody also asked, can we have more explanation on the basic learning and the intermediate learning? I believe that's for the youth category, so that I can know what to choose. Who are the people that can participate or ideally participate in the basic learning, and who are the people that can participate in the intermediate learning?
Okay, so this is for us doing this is people will tell you, oh, because I can press my phone or I can access my phone, that means I'm basic data literate. For you to be able to ascertain if you are basic data literate is would advise you to go through the basic program. But if you are sure that you already have the BDL, so we have quite a number of people who have gone through our programs or who have gone through programs that have been run by different organizations who they can actually ascertain that they have this skill, because before you can actually get into the intermediate level program, you have to do an assessment, right? Is that assessment that is able to tell us that you already know what you're doing, that would now be able to give you entry into the intermediate level program. So if you are sure that have this you have this knowledge, you have the basic literacy knowledge, you can go on to sign up and take up the intermediate level assessments. Once you pass it, you can now get your preferred track and now start your learning journey.
Somebody wants to know, Abraham, please, will the challenge include real life projects?
No, the
Okay.
challenge phase would not it will not have real life projects. So for the intermediate level, yes, you would have there's a component that we're going to be launching pretty soon, but no, the challenge phase would not have real life projects.
Will the competition phase be conducted physically or virtually?
So other from the state finals, from preliminary test to the state finals to the regional finals will all be conducted virtually, but the national finals is expected to be conducted physically.
Okay. So I'm just trying to look through to see if I've gone through all the questions. Somebody is asking, does it mean that I have to be registered on LinkedIn to be able to access the lecturer's course, some of the courses?
Not at all. I don't think there's no restriction. So once you click on it, it's open access for you to be able to access the learning content.
Um,
I think there's a question we need to. People have been asking us questions. We're almost at the. People have been asking us questions now for the last 1 hour 15 minutes. My own question to you now is: have you tagged your friend? You know, I said this time, tag 10 people. You are if you're on LinkedIn, you are in our you're seeing one of our posts, tag 10 people. If you're on Facebook, tag 10 people. If you're on Instagram, tag 10 people to be part of this learning journey. So I don't have another question to you. That's the only question that I have. Have you invited your friends, your family? Remember, Funsho said, invite your mommy and your daddy. If your mommy and your daddy are civil servants, also tag them on social media and tell them to be uh, part of this particular program.
Somebody is asking Abraham, just the final question. What will happen in the post-challenge phase?
Oh wow, I'm quite excited about this post challenge phase because it's an opportunity for us to be able to strengthen the work that we have done in during the challenge phase of the competition. So we're going to be taking 5,000 persons who have been part of the program into this particular phase of the competition, and we're going to be supporting them with soft skills training. They'll also be going through some other support programs that we're going to be doing for them. But one thing I'm going to also say is please ensure that you are active in the program and you are able to get so even if you don't you don't get into the maybe you don't win the national prize, right? We're going to be supporting 1,000 Nigerians to be able to access improved livelihood opportunities. So freelancing opportunities, internship, job placement, and the like. So yes, we're going to be having an opportunity to do that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abraham. Thank you so much, Godwin, for staying with us for this long time to answer all the questions about the Digital for All Challenge. Like Abraham mentioned, this is an opportunity for all Nigerians who are resident in Nigeria, and it is important that you take advantage. Don't be selfish with this opportunity because it doesn't cost you anything to share with your friends and families. As much as you want to start a tech skill, you want to upskill, you want to pivot to another career, or you want to just join the tech community, you want to be called a tech bro and a tech sis, and you want to earn in dollars, opportunity to travel abroad, you want to become a millionaire, this is the best platform for you to learn all of that. I know a lot of you had New Year goals and resolutions and things you want to achieve when it comes to your career. This is the right opportunity for you to learn all of that. Again, share with your friends and family. Solomon, thank you very much. I see that you said you've already shared with your friends and family. Sandra as well has done that. So I am happy that a lot of people are sharing with their friends and community. Go to your WhatsApp group, go to your Facebook groups, share with your church members, share with as many Nigerians as you have access to. This opportunity costs them nothing. It's free of charge to learn, and they also get the opportunity to compete. If you have more questions that we haven't answered, like we said, follow us across all our social media platform. It's already going across the screen right now, so you will be able to see the handles, and you'll be able to follow us. So follow us at Tech for Dev. Also follow us at Tech for Dev on Instagram, Tech for Dev HQ on Twitter, Tech for Dev HQ on YouTube, Tech for Dev on Facebook as well. So these are the platform where we will be dropping updates, recent updates on the program, and you will be able to benefit from that program as well. This is also an opportunity to thank our partners, FCD, ONIDA, and other partners that are already signing up, that we really appreciate you, and I'm sure that Nigerians are also very appreciative of this particular opportunity. Tech for Dev is doing a lot when it comes to digital scaling. This is not the only programs you can benefit from. I will just use this opportunity to maybe just plug us in onto some of other programs that we have that you can benefit from. So if you're a woman in 22 African countries now. There's Ghana, Sierra Leone. I cannot mention all of the countries we are in, to be very honest. But we have a digital skilling program that is specific to women. We have the Women Techstars Open Day, which is coming up very soon. You can sign up for that. We have the boot camp as well, which is a 3 weeks training where you can upskill and take advantage of some learning tracks, product design, data sciences, software development, back end, front end, and all of that. We have the masterclass as well, which is very much specific for those that already have a learning track. And then there's a fellowship which happens once in a year. That one you cannot benefit from now until later in the year. It's a 1 year long program. You can plug in. Again, there's also Digital Skills Nigeria. This is not gender specific at all. This is open to all Nigerians living in Nigeria, and you can learn for free. There's the basic part of the program, there's the advanced part of the program. If you're interested in AI and cybersecurity, this is where you plug in into Digital Skills Nigeria. I don't want to confuse you with a lot of programs that we have, but it's important for you to follow us again across all social media platforms, and that is where you can be up to date with some of our programs. All our programs are free of charge at zero cost. I am super proud of us. There is no other organization that will do that for you. And you remember that this Digital for All challenge is not just free, you will also have the opportunity to win. So guys, I am very happy to congratulate you in advance because you're going to be a billionaire. You're going to upskill yourself, and you're going to be better for yourself, your community, and all good stuff. It's been a wonderful time with you guys. I've exhausted my breath. It's now
We should do
time
this
for me to
regularly.
go.
For sure, we should do this every day. You know, it'd be nice.
No, please. We shouldn't. But we should do it very regularly, maybe bi-weekly. You would see us, or bi-monthly, you will see us answering all of your questions. Thank you so much, Abraham. Do you have any last words for them?
Well, I think for me, I've already asked my question. I've told you register and also ensure that your family and friends, even your enemies, tell them to come and register for the program. I will just be ending my sentence with no grief for anybody. See, this year, even for yourself, no grief for yourself. Start learning. So there are 3 words we use when it comes to DFA, which is Digital Skills, Digital for All challenges: register, learn, and win. So 3 words. Register, learn, and win. So thank you so much, and we look forward to your registration today. Start learning today. Start learning right now. Right now. Start learning right now.
Godwin, any last words for them?
Yeah, I would say I know the program is actually money oriented kind of, so I don't want us to lose our focus, right? I know the country is kind of hard. So aside from, okay, I'm going to win 10 million, I'm going to win 5 million, let's focus on what we are actually learning also, because I know definitely we'll get the money, and the money we're going to spend it at one point, right? So let's try as much as possible to focus on what we are learning, give it your maximum attention, dedication, and time. So that's just what I have to say as regards. That's my last word. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Godwin. Like Godwin mentioned, the skill you will acquire from this program is priceless. It can never be taken away from you. It's way more than 10 million naira or 15 million naira, depending on the category you are competing from. You can make that money if you secure yourself a job, an international job working remotely in Nigeria, or even a local job here as well. So I wish you all the best. We will catch up in our different maybe on our different social media platform. We are open to hearing from you as much as possible. All right, guys, bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, Abraham. Bye, Godwin.
Bye from sure. Bye, bro.